Hey, legends. Hope you're doing good. Fraser Brooks here, coming to you live from Dubai in the United Arab Emirates, in the middle of somewhere in this wonderful planet. I hope you are all doing good. If you are watching on the replay, please do me a massive favor and just let me know what time it is when you are watching the replay, no matter what time zone you're on. And if you are jumping on the live, give me a hey, so I can just say hey to you whilst I know we're waiting for some people to jump on. Although you guys are rapid, man. You guys are rapid. Amanda Trulio, how are you doing? I don't mean to sound like Joey or Friends when I say that, by the way. Lindsay Marion, how are you doing? Jessica Casamassima. Casamassima. I hope I'm saying that right, because that's amazing. Brittany E. Rafael Ruiz. Cool, that's awesome. There was my Spanish accent on there. Hope it was Spanish. Lindsay Williams, how are you doing? Jessica Moncada. How are you? Jessica Ryan, awesome. Jennifer Perry Paulson, hello. Lisa Hughes. All right, let's kind of get it. Sarah Williams, and let's go. So, hey guys, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Fraser Brooks. My network marketing career started in 1987, but I wasn't born until 1988. So whenever I say that, a lot of people kind of go, what? Like, how did your career start before you were born? Well, my mum and dad had a business and they sold it for about that much profit. My dad then said to me, he said, Fraser, we were so broke, we couldn't even afford to pay attention. Your mum was pregnant with you, and we were in the newspaper looking for a big break, and we found a house that was on the market, 5-bedroom, semi-detached house, means it was attached to another house, with a basement and all the rest of it. So we decided to buy it without even going round. They got into the house. It was so cheap, and it was one of those where if that was a wall, if you leant on it, it just fell over. It needed such massive amount of work doing to it. My dad it was so bad that he said, you know what we're going to have to do? We are going to have to live in bedroom 1, and we're going to have to rent the rooms out, bedroom 2, bedroom 3, bedroom 4, bedroom 5 to complete strangers. So they did that, right? They rented the rooms out to complete strangers super quick. That my dad said, the living room, we could rent that out. And the dining room, we could rent that out. And the basement has like 2 rooms. We could rent those both out. There was 14 strangers. What? 14 strangers living in this house. And they had to share 1 kitchen and 1 bathroom. How crazy is that? By the way, guys, if you're excited as I am, just drop some fire emojis in the comments and smash that love heart button. There we go. That'll be cool. I appreciate you guys. I can see you jumping on. You're awesome. So many people jumping on tonight. So, all right. So this kind of happened, and my dad was like, "Oh God, like this is a bit crazy. I can't believe we're living our life like this." Anyway, he woke up one morning and he was scratching his eyes, cloudy-eyed, as he made it to the bathroom. He opened the bathroom door, and one of the tenants, who was from bedroom number 2, was sat on the toilet and was like, "Get out, get out." So my dad left, he walked downstairs to go make his morning coffee, and as he's walking down the stairs, he has his enough is enough moment, right? His enough is enough moment. And you guys, you might have had it, and that might have made you join the company, right? Or you might not have had it. You might not have had that enough is enough moment, and maybe you haven't got going yet. In my opinion, the enough is enough moment is one of the key points in every network marketer's career. Anyway, he gets into the kitchen. He sees this newspaper on the kitchen table. He's just about to scrunch it up and throw it in the bin. And he stops because he sees a picture of an Aston Martin sports car. You know, the ones that James Bond drives, right? This is 1987. Sees this picture of Aston Martin with 3 words written above it. MLM, MLM, MLM. Then it says like something like, I drive an Aston Martin, you can too, call me now. And my dad's like, MLM, MLM, what's MLM mean? I know what it means. Make Love Monthly. My dad genuinely thought that MLM, also known as network marketing, stood for Make Love Monthly. Well done, Dad. So he was curious enough, he was like, I need to speak to this. And it was one of those days where the phone was like, you had to kind of scroll the number and wait, scroll the number and wait, scroll the number and wait. I never understood why, like, emergency number was 999 in Europe or 911 in America, because surely that's like, you're getting burgled and it's like 9, 1, 1. Surely it should be 111, right? Or 000. I'm not too sure if it... Yeah, anyway, I'm going off track. So my dad calls this number, ring, 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 ring. The guy answers the phone saying, hello, speaking please. My dad says, yeah, my name's Simon Brooks. I've seen your newspaper advertisement about Making Love Monthly and I'd like more information. It's not Make Love Monthly, it's multi-level marketing. He said, well, what's that then? He said, well, no, the multi-level marketing is... And I goes, yeah, I'm lost. I have no idea what you're talking about. Like, I'm completely lost. And he said, oh, don't worry. Where do you live? He said, Southport in Northwest. He goes, oh, great, there's an event about an hour away from where you live. Come along. He said, I can't really leave my wife at the moment. She's pregnant. Oh, bring her. It's totally fine. So on the 26th of October, 1987, in about 3 weeks' time, 33 years ago, I was in the womb at my mum and dad's first ever event. And I remember it because my dad, when he saw people walk across the stage who couldn't walk and chew gum at the same time, he was elbowing me in the head, also known as my mum in this region, saying, we're going to do it. If they can do it, so can I. And over the years to come, I saw my mum and dad go on to make their commissions and their fortunes in the industry of network marketing, and I grew up around it. You know, they say if you cut my wrist, network marketing comes out. It literally does, right? So I'm super excited. When I was 18 years old, I traveled around. Now imagine this. Imagine you had lived with the top income earner in your network marketing company. For 18 years, you'd seen the fortune, the freedom, the finance, the fun, the friends, the family, everything. And then they came to you and said, hey, do you want to join this profession? And you go, no. You are crazy, aren't you? You want me to join that thing? No. That's what my dad did. He sat me down in the prospecting chair. The prospecting chair was the prospecting chair. It had a couple of books on the back two legs, so it was slightly forward, so you couldn't lie back in it. You were always on the edge of the seat. It was brilliant. These little tips that you've learned over the years, right? So the seat was slightly forward. He flips over the piece of paper on the flip chart, and he draws the circle and writes, you. Right? You. And I'm like, wow. Watching him do the presentation that I've seen him do 1,000 times before, I stop him in his tracks, and I learnt my first lesson. People don't say no to the opportunity, the company, the products, the system, the comp plan. They don't say no to that. They say no to the idea of them doing it. I said no to my fears. The fear of rejection, the fear of failure, and the fear of public. It makes me feel sick even. It makes me feel sick even thinking about it. I had the fear of failure, the fear of rejection, and the big one being the fear of public speaking. Crazy. Now, I remember getting out of my chair, I started walking, and as soon as I got out the door, my dad said, hey, Fraser. I said, yeah, Dad, what? And he gave me my second lesson. If you can get permission to follow up, you are more likely to follow up and therefore get the sale because the fortune's in the follow-up, right? I go, yeah, Dad, what? He said, are you cool if I keep you posted on my progress? I said, yeah, whatever. But what he just done is he had told me, hey, can I follow up with you? 3 months later, same presentation. No. Another again. No. 16 times, 4 years later, I'm 22 years old and I decided to say yes. And the reason is because I had enough. I had my enough is enough moment. So I sat in the chair. I've just joined. Let's go. My dad says, right, I want you to write your list. I'm like, oh God, Dad, really? Do people still do this? Yes, it's the fundamentals. Okay, Dad, I'll write my list. So I went upstairs to my office, also known as my bedroom. I was 22-year-old. I had no money in my bank account. I had £12 in my bank account, which is about $18, right? So if you had more than $18 when you started, you had more than me. Okay, so we sat there and I'm writing my list. And as I'm writing my list, I've got these two emotions running through my body. The first emotion is, oh, these people are going to make me rich. I can't flipping wait. This is going to be amazing. When Bob joins and Mary joins and Sally joins and Derek joins, that's it. I'm going to be hitting the top, blue diamond all day long. Thank you very much. I'm actually going to buy LumiSpa, not just a LumiSpa. I'm going to buy the whole flipping brand because I'm going to be just bathing in notes, right? Side note, my mum and Svetlana, my wife, both have LumiSpa, their favourite products that they've ever been able to buy from a network marketing company. Fun fact, right? You guys have got some amazing products, whether that's the one that you promote or not. I just think what you guys are doing is amazing, and I love the growth that I'm seeing. It's so awesome to be able to help you guys grow in some way, shape, or form. So, write my list. One side, I'm like, fired up, let's go. Back in the days when people weren't saying let's go, it's kind of a popular thing now. And the second emotion was, What happens if these people say no? What happens if my grandmother thinks I'm embarrassing? What happens if my best mate, before I reach out to my other mates, tells my other mates because he thinks it's a pyramid thing? So I was like, all right, I'm going to write my list. 137, went downstairs. My dad said, great, congratulations, well done. I want you to go back upstairs and I want you to ring 5 of those people. I want you to contact 5 of these people and I want you to introduce them to a video or a presentation or an event. Can't remember exactly which one he told me to be fair. I was like a bit blacked out at the time. I was like, I've got to speak to these people. Right? I'm sorry if my notifications are going off, by the way, guys. I apologise about that. Hopefully it should stop now. So I go upstairs. And I have no idea how I'm inviting, but I pick up the phone, which is also known as a pack of cards in this example. No, I have another phone there. Ooh, 2 phones, right? So I pick up the phone, ring, 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 ring. Please go to voicemail, please go to voicemail, please go to voicemail, please. Hello, mate, how you doing? Hello, Bob. Would you... I didn't speak to him, mate. Anyway, he said no. Second person, no. Third, no. Fourth, no. Fifth, no. Got me 5 done. Got out my seat because I'm going to be coachable, right? Because in order for you to succeed in network marketing, you need to be coachable, committed, and consistent. The 3 C's. Coachable, committed, and consistent. All right, I'm going to be consistent, I think. I'm going to be committed, I think. But I'm going to be coachable. Right, okay, get out my chair. Start walking downstairs. I take 1 step down the stairs and I realised, I don't want to depress my dad. I want to impress my dad. I don't want to make him depressed. I want to make him impressed. So I thought, he won't know if I've spoke to more than 5 people. I want to say if I've got like 1 or 2 or 3 people saying yes before we even got started here. So, went back into my chair, sat at my desk. Number 6, no. 7, no. 27 no's in a row. Oh, I was livid. I was absolutely fuming. So much so that I was bright red. There was steam coming out my ears. I'm pretty sure I had devil horns and I was absolutely furious with my dad. He's convinced me. Screw the 3 C's. He's just done the big C to me and convinced me to do this thing. I was a qualified loser before I started. Now I've paid to become a certified loser. Oh, I'm going to quit so bad on him. He has no idea what's coming. So I take 1 step down the stair. This time I was stamping on this wooden staircase. You could feel the house tremble with anger. Step, 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 step. I'm fuming. I'm going to quit so bad it's going to knock him into next week, my own dad. I get down to the bottom of the staircase. I turn to my right. I see the door dead ahead of me. It's slightly ajar, but he can't see me coming. Oh, I'm fuming. 5 meters go. I put my right hand on the door handle. I'm going to quit so hard, man. So hard. He's never going to forget this moment because I seriously think that he's done me bad. So I'm like... And I hear some music playing to the left of me, so 90-degree turn facing you. There's a glazed door, and on the other side of the glazed door is the kitchen. And my mum is dancing around like she's Miss Doubtfire, right? You know when you like that Miss Doubtfire was dancing around with like the Hoover and stuff. And I don't know about you guys, but whenever I see or think about my mum happy, I am flooded with joy. I remember going from this anger state to joyful state. I thought, I've got to I took my right hand off the office door, put on the kitchen door, opened up, and what I heard coming through the radio completely changed my life. And I know in network marketing you hear that a lot, I'll completely change my life, but I'm going to tell you what changed my life. The song coming through the stereo was sung by a band called 2 Unlimited. I think it was first released in 1992, and the song goes like this. No, 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 there's no limit. No, 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 there's no limit, no reach for the sky, no valley too deep, no mountain too high, no limit. And I'm thinking Diana Ross ain't no mountain high enough, ain't no river wide enough to keep me in for you. Right, I'm thinking about all this, and I'm thinking, when mum says, what's up? I said, nothing, mum. I walked back upstairs. And I remember thinking in that moment, the lyrics of that song was exactly the same of what I've just heard from my prospects, also known as my friends. No, 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 no. And if my business has no limit, then my income has no limit. If my income has no limit, then my freedom has no limit. If my freedom has no limit, doesn't my legacy have no limit? I don't know about you guys, but legacy beats currency. Money comes and goes, but legacy stays forever. What people say about you behind your back is your legacy. If they're talking and gossiping behind your back, that's your legacy. If they're saying, oh, he's a legend, that guy. Oh, she's amazing. That's the legacy you've got. My mum and my dad are my biggest heroes. And I will talk about them until the day I die. And my kids and their kids will talk about granddad and great granddad Simon and Julie. That's going to be their legacy. Okay? So, I go upstairs and I write on my piece of paper something that I want you to write down. Remember, a short pencil is always better than a long memory. Okay? Woo! And I've only got energy because I'm so fired up about network marketing and where it's going. I know that where you're at and where you're going is going to completely change your life in a few years from now. It just is, if you decide to follow what I'm about to talk to you about. I'm just sharing this for those of you who don't know me, right? So, here's what I want you to write down. And this is how I sum up network marketing and keep it very, very simple. Network marketing is simply turning strangers into friends, friends into family. Network marketing is turning strangers into friends, friends into family. I'll say it one more time. Network marketing is simply turning strangers into friends, friends into family. You turn a stranger into a friend by meeting them, building a relationship with them, and then you turn from a friend into a family by introducing them into your culture, into your community, into your organization, into your system. Because I know for a fact there's people on this call right now who started as strangers, but now you're like sisters or like brothers to one another, and you only met them a few months ago, a few years ago. But here's the one thing I want you to know about strangers. Every single one of us started with a stranger meeting another stranger. If you doubt me, if you have the ability to call your dad, if you don't, I'm sorry for you. I really am. But I want you to think about your dad or call your dad after this and just thank him for approaching your mum at some point. Dad, I just want to let you know, I love you. And I'm grateful for the fact that you had the courage to speak to our absolute goddess of a mum. Because if it wasn't for your dad approaching your mum, that moment of courage to go and ask her for a drink, ask her for a dance, ask her for a hand to go to the cinema, ask her to whatever, you would not be here. You just wouldn't. But nothing would be here if it wasn't without two strangers meeting. So if you're ever worried like, oh, but it's weird messaging strangers, it's also weird that your company pays you a life-changing amount of income. Choose your weird. You either got to feel weird by messaging strangers and what wonderful things happening as a result, or you feel weird that your company is paying you life-changing amount of money and you're thinking, jeez, is this right? What? Love, can you check my bank? This can't be right. This is a bit of a weird amount, Choose your flipping weird, all right? So here we go. I'm going to teach you what you got to do on social media. 3 things and 3 things only. You can compliment it if you want. You don't have to compliment it if you don't. You can go overcomplicate it if you want to. But here's what I need you to do. I need you to understand that the more you think, the more you doubt. The more you doubt, the less you do. The more you think, the more you doubt. The more you doubt, the less you do. The less you do, the more you think. The more you think, the more you doubt. The more you doubt, the less you do. The less you do, the more you think, the more you think, the more you doubt. It's a vicious cycle. Right? Overthinkers don't get things done because they keep thinking about it. Right? So here we go. I have the best strangers. I love that. Britt Curran says, I have the best strangers on my team that are all my family. I love that. That's so cool. Okay, so here we go. First thing, I got my piece of paper out and I've seen on my list. I went through my list. I didn't have much success with my list, but here's what I remembered about my list. The money isn't in the list for everyone. The money is in the skills that you create from going through your list. Every single one of us has to go through our list of people we know. Why? Because we're going to build that thick skin. We're going to get to know if is this going to be for me? We're going to be completing the first assignment that our coach, our mentor, our upline tells us to do, right? So once that's done, we need a lead generation system. So if I believe that network marketing is sending strangers into friends, friends into family, let's work backwards. So family, let's break the word family down into the word fam. Now, the cool kids call their family fam. Oh, I'm just going to hang out with the fam. Oh, I love my fam. Yeah, fam. FAM is an acronym. Find, add, message. Find, add, message. You find someone. You add that person. And then you message that person. Not find, add, wave. Find, add, poke. Find, add, wait for them to accept my friend request. Let me address that real quick. Imagine if you go into a bar. You go into a bar, you walk into a bar and someone's drinking alone. They're drinking alone and you're like, do you go over to them and say, hey, And the guy drinking looks at you and is like, are you okay, mate? You're like, oh, funny you ask. Just before I ask you for a drink, I would love you to know that I'm a part of a company that was founded in 1973 by Dr. Stevenson, and it involves the acai berry crunched with the gratings of the unicorn horn. Like, no, you don't do that. Option 2. Hey there, I see you drinking alone. Just before I ask you for a drink, would you mind? No, don't be a Spamler Anderson. The intention has to be for the connection. That's how it works. That's how a stranger turns into a friend. A stranger turns into something else if you spam them. An enemy. So you find them, you add them, you message them. Hey mate, I see you drinking alone. May I join you? Listen mate, I've had a tough day. I'd prefer to be on my own. Okay, no worries. Hope everything gets better. Yeah, sure. Like, if you're buying. Or, yeah, I prefer to be alone right now. Or, listen mate, get lost. Some will say, yeah, sure. Some will say, no. No. So what do you message them? Hey, Michelle. Loved that. I saw a post you made in a dog lovers group. Thought it'd be cool to connect. How are you? Hey, Emily. Loved that comment you made on Sarah's post. Thought it'd be cool to connect. How are you? Hey, Jessica. Hey, Jessica. Loved that post you made about your Labradoodle. Thought it'd be cool to connect. How are you? Whatever. Your intention is for the connection. That's how you turn strangers into friends. By connecting, finding something in common and talking about it. Find that message. If your list is growing, your business has no limit. If your list is dying, your business has a limit. The second thing is you need to appreciate that we're in the shipping business. Now bear with me on this one. We're in the shipping business. I've believed this for a very long time. We are in the shipping business. Now you're thinking, well, no, we're not, Fraser. We're in the skincare business. We're in this business. We're in that business. We're in this business. We're in this business. Whatever. Blah, 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 blah. Right? It all starts with a friendship. Then you have to build a relationship. Then you have to see who has the entrepreneurship to create a partnership. And with your mentorship, you create leadership. It's a shipping business. In order for you to find paradise, you have to get on a ship. No one went to the beaches of Miami one day and was like, right, today I'm going to find Barbados. Front crawl, breaststroke, and backstroke, backstroke, and breaststroke, front crawl, butterfly. No one did that. You've got to start a friendship, build a relationship, see who has the entrepreneurship to create a partnership. Then using your mentorship, you find leadership. Now here's the thing, some people jump ship. That happens. Some people jump ship. Some people lose their ship. Ship happens, right? Here's the question I've got for you. When you reach paradise, who do you want to be joined with? The people who jumped ship or the people who stayed on the ship through the good times and the bad times? When the storm hits, don't be sipping your pina coladas. Don't wait for the storm to go, oh, I hope it passes soon. No, all hands on deck, double down. The people who are crushing it in the business right now are the people who have worked through the storm instead of chilled out through the storm. Use it as an excuse. You can make $1 million or a million excuses. You can't make both. Right? It's a shipping business. So here's how we find the entrepreneurs in there. And this can work for people who are open to the product or people who are open to the business. Now, I believe that you have an insanely incredible product. In fact, I'll go as far as to say you have an insanely incredible product. In fact, the bathroom's here. I'm in Dubai. We're moving tomorrow. But I can see I've got some toothpaste and a LumiSpa in there. There we go. Okay, so this lighting's not doing me justice here. It's like a bright yellow light, so they are a lot lighter. Anyway, here we go. So the second stage, the first stage is find that message. The second stage is to see if someone is open. And we do this with a very simple question. Remember, guys, if you don't ask, you don't get. Attraction marketing is amazing. The law of attraction. Ooh. But here's the thing. The word action is in the word attraction. And it's a shorter word, it's faster to say, it's faster to do. If you're an action marketer, you will get results faster than if you're an attraction marketer. Attraction marketing's amazing, you do it on the side, but action marketing needs to be your number one strategy. So how do we do it? We go and ask people who we're friends with, whether it's new friends or existing friends, whether it's people we have asked or haven't asked, whatever, we're going to say this. And again, guys, you can rewind this. I believe it is recorded, so you guys can use it whenever you want. So here's what we're going to do. Hey, Bob, just curious, would you be open to checking out some information on some game-changing products I've switched to? No worries if not, just thought I would ask. Hey, Mary, just curious, would you be open to checking out some information on a game-changing way to make some extra money on the online in these crazy times? No worries if not, just thought I would ask. Sorry. Ask them. Hey, Mary, just curious, would you be open? Blah, 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 blah. No worries if not, just thought I would ask. Take it away from them. When you take something away from someone, they want it more. There's that thing that people say, when there's something you can't have, you want it more. Same thing applies. Yeah, sure, send some information. Now, I don't know your guys' system. You guys have got it going on. You're flipping amazing. You know that I know you know that. Whether it's a video, a Zoom call, a Facebook group, a presentation, a live event when they happen, whatever. When someone says yes, get them in front of it. When someone says no, you say, hey, no worries. You cool if I keep you... Hey, no worries. Are you cool if I keep you updated on my progress? Get permission to follow up. Now, the first step, find, add message. The second step, see if they're open. The third step is to become a network marketing gladiator. You've got to become a network marketing gladiator. Guys, if you could do me a favor, if you're still following me so far and you're getting value so far, just give me some fire emojis or just hammer that love heart button. That would be absolutely amazing. I would love to just see that you guys are following because I know I move at the speed of light. I don't come up for air very often, partly because I'm super excited about life and network marketing, but secondly, I'm from a part of the world called Liverpool in the United Kingdom, and we speak super fast. And I hope you guys can follow my accent. For those of you who are not in the UK, I have an interesting accent. Yeah. So here we go. John Lennon, Paul McCartney. I kind of grew up about 10 miles away from where they become famous in the Cavern Club. So that's the part of the world I'm from. Anyway, right? Yeah, you got to be a magnet. You got to be a magnet for miracles, right? You got to attract those great things into your life, but you've also got to go out there. Okay, so here we go. Network marketing gladiator. So I'm 13 years old. I love telling stories, by the way. They always say that professionals, the more money you make is determined by the quality of the stories that you tell. Every single one of you have a top tip on that. Have a notes section in your phone. If you want to get good at social media, have a story for everything. Something happens to you in your life, think, what's the story behind this? You have a bump in your car, what's the story behind this? Something bad happens in your life, what's the story behind this? You hit a new promotion, what's the story behind this? If you can share the struggle before the success, you will win. If you only talk about successes, people will look at you as, oh, what a loser. You're not a loser, but they'll think that, like, oh, I'm tired of this guy winning all the time. Losing is more relatable than winning. Losing is more relatable than winning. So in your phone, have a note section, title it, My Story Inventory. My Story Inventory. Every time a story happens in your life, write it down in your notes. I could do a 3-day seminar just on the stories in one of my story inventories. Because there's a story for anything. Anyway, I'm 13 years old. It's 2001. I'm sat in my bed, also known as my office that we grew into. My dad comes rushing in, and my dad has something called the Peter Pan principle. The Peter Pan principle is never act your age, never grow up. You've got to act your UK shoe size. So I act as 11 and a half year old. He acts as an 11-year-old. So I'm the more mature one in the situation. Anyway, he comes into my room. Comes into my room and says, hey, Fraser, you want to go watch the new Gladiator movie? Just came out. Anyone ever seen Gladiator? Let me know. Right? Just go, yeah, Russell Crowe, woo! Maximus Aurelius, father of a best movie ever. I love that movie because there's so many great analogies in there for network marketing. Anyway, I said, yeah, sure, Dad. I said, okay, let's go. After we eat, we'll go and we'll go check it out. I said, Dad, I'm 13 years old. It's a 15. And I get the nerves. My dad says, what's your birthday? So all I'm doing is remembering my birthday. Don't get it wrong. 28th of March, 1986. 28th of March, 1986. 28th of March. Mine's 88, but I had to pretend I was a 15-year-old. Anyway, we get in the car, we go. Wow, the fire emojis are coming through now. That's so cool. I'm so far behind. You guys must be hammering those comments. So we get in the car, we get to the cinema. I do my birthday, I nail it. We get in, the cinema is packed. It's a 3-hour movie. Halfway through the movie, my dad is this mountain of a guy. And my dad all of a sudden just shouts out, top of his voice, crazy, top of his voice, Oh my days, that guy's a network marketer. I'm like, oh no, this isn't. People behind are going, shh. People in front are like, shut up. People to the side are like, be quiet. The guy holding the torch is like, who was that? Who was it? Who was it? Right? My dad is like freaking out that there's a network marketer in the movie Gladiator, which was filmed, I don't know, filmed in the days hundreds and hundreds of years ago. And Dad, shut up. Shut up. We're going to get kicked out in this movie. It's amazing. And I'm 13. What happens if they find out that I'm 13? Oh, I'm going to get put in prison. Right? But Dad's like, okay, remind me to tell you. Oh, God. And he's shaking in his chair. Like, it's just... We get in the chair. We start driving back home. And my dad says, Fraze, did you see the network marketer? I said, yes, Dad. I was wondering when you were going to bring this up. I said, why was he a network marketer? He said he had two things. I said, what? He said he had a sword and a shield. And obviously I don't have a sword and a shield, so I'm improvising. Sword and a shield. I said, what? He said the sword represents the invite. If you don't invite, you don't win the fight. Imagine you're in the Colosseum and you're not fighting with anyone, you're going to get killed, man. Like, unless you're like, oh, stop, leave me. Tell him to stop. Please tell him to stop. Julius Caesar, please tell him to stop. No. In order to win the fight, you have to invite. But here's the thing, what happens when you fight with someone? They fight back. So the shield represents how you handle objections. The sword and the shield, the invite and the handling of objections. You're going to have to get extremely good at inviting on social media by asking the question to see if someone's open. And you're going to have to get very good at handling the objections. So let's talk about it real quick. I've not got long left. Okay? So, the invitation, pretty simple. Ask the question. They come back after seeing some information. They say, I think it's one of those pyramid things. Yeah. Rule number one, whenever someone gives you an objection, agree with them. Or ask a quality question that doesn't raise resistance. Okay? So, here we go. So, the pyramid thing. Yeah, you're right. Just curious. What's your definition of a pyramid thing? Most people will go, it's one of those things where the person at the top makes all the money. Now they're thinking they're a smart arse, right? Because you've agreed. Yeah, you're right. Oh, yeah, no, that's funny you say that. Yeah, it's one of those things where the person at the top makes all the money. Oh, yeah, you're right. Can I ask you a question? Do you have a job? Yeah, sure. And in that job, do you have a boss? Yeah. And does your boss have a boss? Yeah. And does your boss's boss have a boss? Yeah. Huh. And in that job, does your boss make more money than you? Yeah. And does your boss's boss make more money than your boss? Yeah. And does your boss's boss's boss make more money than both your other bosses? Yeah. So would you agree the person at the top makes all the money? Yeah. So isn't that a pyramid? You just can't win. You gotta have fun with it. You gotta have fun with it, guys. You gotta have fun with it, right? Everything is, the church is, the military is, everything worth being around for years and years and years is a pyramid hierarchy. So what happens if someone says, I don't have money? That's a big one, right? I don't have the money. Here's how you answer that. Best one I've ever done over the years. Best one I've polled for. One that blows people's minds every time I tell them. How does that make you feel? Don't have the money. How does that make you feel? I don't have the time. How does that make you feel? Here's the thing you need to know about social media and network marketing in general. Leaders are seeders. They say leaders are readers. But in reality, leaders are seeders. And here's the thing, the day you plant the seed is never the day you eat the fruit. The day you plant the seed is never the day you eat the fruit. The majority of people will not join at the first exposure, but we think that that's the end result. Oh, they've said no. No! Everyone's saying no! But you've just planted the seed, especially if you ask the quality questions. Leaders are seeders. Oh, I don't have the money. I don't have the time. How does that make you feel? No one goes, I love having no money. Having no money is the best. You know what? I actually wake up at 2 a.m. every morning and I go to bed at 1 a.m. I only need 1 hour's sleep. I love it. Or you know, my favourite letters to get in the post are the ones that say eviction notice all over them. I love those ones. No one ever says that. Ever. So, how does that make you feel? Not great, but I still don't have any time. Okay, no worries. Maybe it's not for you right now. Follow up with them. Now, here's the thing. When you follow up with them, the first time you follow up, the second time you speak to them, you can now say, hey, just checking in. Is time still an issue for you? Hey, just checking in. Is money still an issue for you? Yeah, it is. I'm just curious. Do you have a plan to get yourself out of that cycle? No, I don't. I'm here. I know I'm a little bit crazy, right? I'm here. Yes, I do. Okay, great, cool. Follow up with them. How's that plan working out? Not so great. Hello, I'm here. Use it. Now, here's the thing, guys. When you find I'd message, you ask the question and learn how to handle the objections, you're going to become a champion. But champions win the fight of their life. You're going to go into the Colosseum, and here's the thing you need to know. There's 20,000 people watching you, whether you know it or not. They're chanting, they're screaming like, yes, go on, Maximus, Maximus, Maximus. But there's 30 or 40 of your friends and family, and you see them from a mile off, and they're all biting their nails. No, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. I've seen the other gladiators, they're bigger, they're faster, they're stronger, they're harder than you. Pretend to be dead, run away, like pretend you're not feeling very well. Your friends and family will most likely not support you until they see strangers celebrate you. Your friends and family will most likely not support you until they see strangers celebrate you, because your friends and family want what's safe and secure for you, not necessarily what's best for you, hence why they want you to go get a job and all the rest of it. That's safe and secure, what they imagine, not necessarily what's best. Okay, so here's what you're going to do. I have something I call the I Dare You tracker. I put the link in the description. I hope you're cool with that, guys. I did ask Jennifer before I did this. Jennifer Thompson, thanks so much for reaching out. I'm so glad that we're able to do this. It's been super fun hanging out with you guys. I put a link in there. You can see more about how this works, but this is what I highly recommend you do. I'm going to show you now how you can build your business in just 30 minutes a day. For those of you who have more than 30 minutes a day, amazing. For those of you who don't have very much and you're overwhelmed by the idea of having to spend hours and hours and hours, this is what you're going to do. You are going to set a timer on your phone, on Alexa. Alexa, play Justin Bieber. For those of you who've got Alexas, I hope that Justin Bieber's now playing Baby, 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 oh, right? So 10 minutes goes. Now in 10 minutes, you can only do one activity. The first 10 minutes that you do is going to be 10 minutes of just commenting. Just commenting on posts you see in Instagram, in Facebook, on YouTube, on TikTok, on Ding Dong. Don't go on Ding Dong, different kind of website, all right? No, right? So, you see a post, give it some love, comment, whether it's fire emoji, fire emoji, fire emoji, or it's a GIF or a GIF, depending on how you want to say it, or whether it's, this is amazing, fire emoji, fire emoji, fire emoji. In fact, prove to me right now that you're able to just comment, because I want to make sure that all of you can do this first assignment. 10 minutes, bang, it goes, and you just comment on any post that you see for 10 minutes. Now, you might be thinking, hang on a minute, that's not one of our income-producing activities. But I'm going to tell you this, as a social media expert, people say that I'm the #1 social media trainer, speaker, and coach in the industry of network marketing, which I am extremely humbled and blessed by. The #1 way to get more eyeballs on your profile and therefore more friend requests and more follows is by actively going out there and commenting on other people's posts. Yes, it's not necessarily an income producing activity, but it will get you more attention, visibility, and awareness, and that's the key to building on social media. All right, just in that one tip. I could have just come on, done that one tip, and then gone. Right? After the end of the 10 minutes, every time you do a comment, I want you to give yourself a little one. That's what the track is all about, right? It's 90 days of just going hard. How many did you do of each activity? Showing obviously the people who you've communicated with. Have you asked them the question? Have they reviewed any information? Have they said yes or no? And there's also like a point scoring system here. So you can kind of have a little contest with your friends, with your team members, create some energy of getting people focused on a 90-day run. If you have other things like this already available in your team, then go for that as well, right? Please just do whatever's easiest and best for you as a team, as a community, as an organization. So here we go. 10 minutes done. So you move on. Now, during that 10 minutes, imagine if you were to meditate for 10 minutes. Hum. I know people don't hum necessarily. 3 minutes in. Oh, I really want a cheese toastie. You put your meditation on pause and go make a cheese toastie. No, you don't. 10 minutes, one thing at a time. Bang, comment. Next 10-minute session, find, add, message. You find Bob, you add Bob, you message Bob. You find Mary, you add Mary, you message Mary. You find Derek, you add Derek, you message Derek. As soon as you do that, give yourself a 1, give yourself a 2, give yourself a 3, give yourself a 4, give yourself a 5. How many did you do in 10 minutes? Write them down, make a note in the tracker, move on to the last 10 minutes. What do you think that is, based on what I've shared? Ask the question. 10 minutes, go. Ask the question to Samantha. Ask the question for Paul. Ask the question to Jennifer. Ask the question to Angel. Ask the question to Amy Beth. Ask the question to Michelle. How many did you do? Now, here's the thing. That which you can track and measure, you can improve on. The goal is not perfection. The goal is progression. Get faster, get smoother, get better, get more confident. Know what you're doing. Eliminate all the mess and all the complication and focus in on social media. For your half an hour on social media, 10 minutes of commenting, 10 minutes of find our message, 10 minutes of asking the question. Now here's the hack. I have something, I'm going to leave you on this, guys. And again, if you want more information about how to do this, how it works, all that sort of stuff, you can go to the link in the description. It's fraserbrooks.com/tracker. And I really appreciate you guys for having me on and allowing me to share that with you, because I believe it's a game-changing tool. It's so awesome. Obviously, I'm biased, right? But here's the thing. I come up with a principle that about 5 years ago, which I called charge your phone, charge your life. I believe my mobile phone is way more powerful than me. Why? If I don't know the answer to something, I go on my phone, I go on Safari, I go onto Google, and I type it in on my phone. It knows way more than I do. But here's the thing. I wake up in the morning and it has 100% battery on the phone. But by about 11 a.m., it's got no battery left. So whenever I charge my phone, I step away from my phone. I do not touch my phone when it charges until it hits 100% battery. Because you need to charge your life just like you charge your phone. So here's the thing. When you're doing a 30-minute run, do it in the morning. Don't do it when the little message comes up and says, low battery, you have 20% left. And you click the low battery mode and the little battery signal goes from green to yellow. That's when you go, oh, Netflix time. I can't wait to watch 3 hours worth of Netflix. Oh, but I've got to do my blitz. I'll do it tomorrow when I've got full battery. I can't risk losing battery right now. Get the blitz done in the morning first thing. Your minimums will become your maximums. Go do it. Do it every single day. And here's how you become big news. Be a wildfire, not a campfire. Hang around the campfire to get a spark, but be a wildfire to become big news. How do you do that? You do it every single day. Day in, day out. Did me blitz, tick. Did me blitz, tick. Did me blitz, tick. Did my blitz, tick. Did my blitz, tick. Oh, I'm on fire. I've got momentum going on. Nothing can stop me. You're right. Nothing can stop you, because when you create momentum in your network marketing business, you better watch out, because people are going to be flocking towards you, because you're going to be the magnet for miracles that you need to be. All right, guys, I appreciate each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for having me in here. It's been so awesome to kind of see you all, and appreciate you all so much for taking your time out. I have gone about 12 minutes over time. I apologize for that. I couldn't stop. I got myself into momentum, right? And I hope to see you somewhere around the world soon. Go make it happen. Go check out that tracker. If it's for you, amazing. If it's not for you, that's amazing too. I'm just here to provide value and help you guys grow. So big love, kisses, and I hope to see you guys soon. Bye-bye.